Hi guys, welcome back. This is First Principles. My name is Zaid, and as I had promised, this is my second video. I'm recording my second video, second consecutive day, and like I had mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be recording for the next 30 days. I've taken up that challenge, and I'm going to be recording and posting every single day for the next 30 days. And the topic for today is something that I had taken a resolution for the year 2026. Some things that I felt personally on my journey so far where I lack and I want to work on those principles. So I had written those principles myself, areas of my life where I lack, and I'm going to be sharing those with you. And hopefully, you guys resonate to some of these. And if you would want to inculcate those into your own lives, and we grow together in this journey. First principle here is self safety first. This is something that I deeply want to engage in because a lot of time what happens is in our work and professional lives, to please others or in certain pressure situations, what we end up doing is do not look after ourselves, and ultimately it comes back and bites us, whether it could be in our work life, whether it could be in our family arrangements or engagements that we do, or in our peer settings. So that is one principle that I want to follow myself, and I would encourage you guys as well, in case you guys have those kind of situations in your lives and you end up coming under pressure from your peers or from family, or or your boss or anybody like that. Second principle that I would want to talk about is, no, do not talk about people. A lot of times what happens is, when we are with our friends, or when we are with our, even nowadays, even in our family settings, we end up talking about people behind their backs, which ultimately it doesn't really go anywhere and doesn't really help anybody, is what I feel. Nothing good comes out of situations wherein you are backbiting, or you're gossiping probably about your peer, or someone from your family. If there is a problem, you need to talk about it to that particular person and solve it there and then. Or if you can develop that kind of patience and remove yourself from that particular situation, that works best for you and for the other person. But talking behind someone doesn't really help anybody. One line that I had read long ago is, what I'd like to share is, people talk about other people, mediocre people talk about things, and great people talk about ideas. So do not waste your time in talking about people. Principle number 3 that I would like to talk about is to keep your mouth shut always and listen more. One proverb that comes to my mind is, a fish that doesn't open its mouth will never get caught. A lot of times what happens is we end up oversharing, and that is one problem that I face regularly, is in certain situations when then there is nothing to talk about in front of your peers, or or your friends. Then you kind of start sharing, and then you overshare, and you kind of want to feel light-hearted as well, and you are kind of tensed and under pressure. You end up sharing too much, and then ultimately when you're back home, or when you're with yourself, and you go into that role, that you shouldn't have shared that particular information, and then ultimately people gain leverage over you, and then people kind of, if they want to, they can take advantage of you. So it's always better to keep your personal and your, even your work related lives, to be very very private. No one needs to know too much about you. So the fourth principle is, increase your bank balance, and money gives you mental comfort. So money, I don't really know whether money gives you power or not. That is subjective, but then money does really give you mental comfort. There might be certain situations where your family, or your parents or your siblings might be in a certain situation, and you need to take them out of those situations. Knowing that you have money in your bank account, knowing that you're financially leveraged, will always give you that mental comfort and that mental strength to take on those situations head on and fight with those situations. So wherever you are, whatever you do, whatever position you are in, whatever abilities you might have, you should always strive to save money, and of course have those multiple try and get those multiple income sources. In today's day and age, internet is a big powerful tool that can be used to have passive income, or whatever job you're working in, your savings need to be healthy, and that gives you puts you in a position of power, and that really puts you in a position of comfort as well. Another principle that I would like to talk about is to be happy and to be calm always, even under pressure. Today's environment is such, we are moving at such a fast pace that it creates a lot of pressure. We have a lot of deliverables on a day to day basis. We might not have adequate time to fight those circumstances, but then you should always strive to be calm and to be happy in any situation that you are in. You should just be cool, calm, and composed, and meditate if possible. If that really helps you, or pray, that would really help you. Another principle that I would like to talk about is value yourself to the highest degree in every personal and public conversation. A lot of times we like to fit into a box. We like to fit into expectations of others. It could be your boss, it could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your peers. We try to please others, we try to fit in, and we in that bargain we lose that edge that we have, and we lose our originality, to put it in a way. And that in the long run we don't realize, but then we lose a part of ourselves, and we lose that edge that makes us different from others. So you should always, in any interaction that you have, it could be with your subordinate, or it could be with your higher ups, or it could be with your peers, you should always value yourself and do not try to fit in. There's no point fitting in. Point number 7 is to build slowly but to build irreversibly. You should always be working on the foundations. I understand we all want quick fixes, we all want instant gratification, we all want to get rich fast, we all want to become powerful fast. But then if we have not built those solid foundations, our structure is not going to be lasting enough. So hence whatever we do, we should have, and that also gets us to integrity. you know we stick to our integrity, and we build our foundation so strong that our success is not just for a short period, it is long lasting. And that brings us to the last point, which is sleep on everything important. A lot of times what happens is we are made, or we are put in certain pressure situations to take instant decisions. That really doesn't help us always. One principle that I definitely go by is, if someone puts a timer on me, the answer is always going to be no. If someone puts a timer on me to take a specific decision, it's going to be an instant no from me, because if someone is not allowing me that specific time to take my calls or take my decisions, it is not serving me, it is not in my best interest. It is probably they have some ulterior motives, hence the pressure is being put on me to take those decisions instantly. And one personal experience that I had in my family, friends, in their businesses that I've really realized is, especially when it comes to business decisions should not be taken in emotion, should not be taken in excitement, should always be taken with a laid back approach. Whenever it's time to take a decision, your approach needs to be very, very laid back. Take a couple of days, probably even a week, and make those decisions, especially when those decisions are in relation to what direction the business needs to go in, or probably it could be those fundamental decisions that you need to take. So that is another point that I would like to bring up. So these are the 8 principles I make it a point that I write them every single morning in my daily diary, so that I remember them. And once the day is done, I kind of tick them or cross them if I have not adhered to any of these principles one by one. And that's how I know whether I've progressed, whether I succeeded in certain areas, whether I slacked in certain areas. I would recommend you guys do the same, and please do share, subscribe, and comment. And in case you like the video or did not like the video, I would love to hear your feedback on this. And thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.